Hello and welcome back to the bottom. My name is Beast, and today we're back with good old IxSHE. There's nothing really new going on, except for the fact that I have more beer. Or is there anything new? Nah, nothing's really been up today. Oh well. It's already gotten dark out, huh? Sorry that there's nothing really to talk about right now. An eventful day, I suppose. Day was basically me sleeping, waking up, taking care of some stuff, watching videos, grocery shopping. I've actually still to do the daily quests in Genshin Impact, so there's that as well. Anyways, it's already getting dark out already. It's already getting dark out already, huh?
あと1ヶ月くらいしたら5時ぐらいには真っ暗になりそうだよね。
Bummer. That'll mean we get to spend even less time with each other. But since we've got a bit more free time than usual today, what do you say we go somewhere? There we go.
いいわね。でも買い食いはパスで夕飯入らなくなっちゃうから。
Then how about you visit the park? We might be able to catch the sunset if we hurry.
いいじゃない。それじゃあ早速出発。
Whew, we made it!
よかった。ギリギリね。
Something's annoying me today. There we go. Once we arrive at the park, we pick our favorite railing to lean on as we watch the sun sink into the horizon. As the evening glow washes over Ayaka's face, it creates a gleam of fantasy around her that makes my pulse quicken.
どうしたの？もしかして私に見とれちゃった？
Yes, actually.
あれ？今日はなんか素直？
I'm always meek
た
though.
まに意地悪なこと言ってきたりするくせに。さ、何でも言うこと聞いてあげるって言ったとき、本当はどんなことをお願いしてくるつもりだったの？
I told you, didn't I? A big kiss and maybe some sweet nothings.
嘘。初めのことだから絶対もっとエッチなこと考えてた。
Do you not trust me?
顔見ればわかるし。
Suppose I'd be lying if I said naughty thoughts hadn't crossed my mind at all. Still meant what I said, more or less. I also thought about asking you to pamper me for a day, but that's all I promise.
帰り際、あんないやらしいお願いしてきたのに。
I guess I was the one who brought it up in the first place. Well, if I could have any one thing... Suppose what I'd really want is to see just how far you'd go to spoil me rotten.
私が甘えるだけ？そのくらいやろうと思えばやれるから、もっとハードなのお願いしてきてもいいのよ。
I think we'd better just leave it at this. Otherwise, you'll just say something silly and end up crying uncle again.
勝手に自滅なんてしないし、はじめのためなら、どんなことでもしてあげるよ。
Sure, I'll be waiting eagerly.
あんまり期待してないな。絶対満足させてやるんだから。
I'm already plenty satisfied with our relationship right now, though. As that thought crosses my mind, I reach out to grab her hand. Though a little surprised at first, she quickly grabs mine back. That innocent smile of hers is all I need to be content. I want to treasure it.
ねえねえ、家に着くまでに、はじめのことドキッとさせられたら、何かご褒美ちょうだい。
Like what?
そこははじめに考えてほしいな。
Alright, I'll have sex with you.
赤、それってはじめがしたいだけじゃない。
Do you not?
私は別に。まあ、私も したくないって言ったら嘘になるけどさ。でも、ご褒美は今日できるやつじゃないとダメ。
Hold on.
帰るまでに考えといてね。
Always have to make things harder than they already have to be, don't you? To anyone who sees that invincible smile of hers, it's obvious that she's always enjoying the here and now. Her bubbliness is infectious, and perhaps that's just part of her natural charm.
すぐドキッとさせようとしても、警戒されてるのは見え見えだからな。できれば、不意打ちで驚いた初めの顔を見たいし。
What a coincidence, I was just thinking the same thing.
なんでそっちが不意打ちするのよ。びっくりするじゃない。
Let's pay back for your sneak attack earlier.
いつ？私全然気づかなかったんだけど。
Well, if you don't remember, then I guess it doesn't count.
ずるい。
Sorry, you gotta step your game up, Ayaka. I'll be at your house before you know it. We'll be at your house before you know it.
もう、はじめの意地悪。
She dives into my chest, pouting peevishly. My heart skips a beat. But I decided best to keep that a secret. After school on Friday, Ayaka drops by at the student council room again to chat with me while I work. Since Yabuki's busy with her dormitory duties today, Ayaka is the only girl here.
砂時計の料理美味しいっすよね。家庭的っていうか、寮暮らしだと恋しくなる味っていうか。
なんたってパーフェクトに可愛い私のお父さんたちの料理だからね。
Something tells me she can't cook herself. Not sure what beauty has to do with cooking, but whatever. Speaking of which, are you a good cook yourself, Yuki?
私、できないわけじゃないけど、あんまり得意じゃないな。
Oh, really? You definitely struck me as the kind of girl who'd be able to cook
お
well.
店が忙しくて、お母さんの代わりに夕飯作るくらいね。それもめったにないけど。
Hearing that the pinnacle of perfection known as Ayaka has her own shortcomings makes her seem a lot more inhuman.
でも、苦手ってわけでもなくてね。お母さんの作る味が世界で一番大好きだから、自分で作っても全然満足できないの。
Ah, guess it makes sense if you're not satisfied when your mom's so good. They do say that fewer women are learning how to cook these days. Unfortunate news, if you ask me. While I do cook for myself on occasion, it's always more delicious when somebody made it for you. Still, I'd love for my wonderful girlfriend to cook me a homemade meal one day. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
それめっちゃわかります。
Even if the seasoning was a bit thin, I have no doubt that any meal handmade by my girlfriend would be delicious.
得意じゃないって言ったのに振ってくるの？
I'd still love to try it at least once, but of course, only if you're willing. I just want my girlfriend to fix a meal for me, you know?
それは、実際燻製食べさせてもらったし、それで自分だけ作らないのは、しょうがない。美味しくなかったらごめんなさいってことで、やれるだけやってみよっか。
Woohoo! I did my girlfriend's homemade cooking!
おー、会長、よかったじゃないですか。
Although I had to push her a bit, I got what I wanted in the end. But even as I let out a triumphant whoop, she smiles back at me
お
wryly.
腹壊しても知らないけどね。
You're gonna taste it yourself first, aren't you? Make sure it's still not raw at least.
そこは逆にしっかりやらないとお父さんたちに怒られるし、絶対確認するわよ。
Like she said she cooks instead of her mom sometimes if the cafe is busy. They wouldn't let her cook instead of her mom sometimes. If her food literally gave you stomach aches.
それじゃあ、手料理を作るにあたって、はじめの好きな食べ物とか、改めて聞いてもいい？
Meat dishes, I suppose. Do you know how to make Salisbury steak?
それならなんとか。じゃあ、ハンバーグを作るとして、早速だけど、作りに行くの、明日でもいい？
Oh, sounds great. That'll be nice.
そう。それじゃあ、この後用事があるから、先に帰るわね。
Okay, be careful on your way home. On your way back, I mean. As she leaves the room, her expression seems to grow somewhat more determined than usual. I get a feeling she's up to something. Curious as to what exactly that is, but I still have a bit of a backlog to work through. Aqua, I've got a bit of a favor to ask.
ダメっすよ。
I haven't even said anything yet!
さすがに彼氏でも彼女のことストーキングしようとするのはダメっす。
You can read minds now?
なわけないじゃないっすか。さっきから会長うずうずしてるのバレバレっすよ。
Oh, come on! Aren't you curious too? That was definitely the face of a girl planning a surprise for tomorrow.
おとなしく待ってられないんすか。会長楽しみにしすぎでしょ。
She's pulling out all the stops for me even though she lacks confidence in her own cooking. How am I supposed to just leave her alone? If it were up to me, I'd pay for all her ingredients myself and watch over her while she cooks.
でもこう言っちゃあれっすけど、もしゲテモノハンバーグが出てきたらどうするんですか？
I highly doubt that would happen. She's the daughter of a chef of cafe owners, man. Even if she just cooks me a plain steak with no toppings or seasonings whatsoever, I'd still eat it with gusto.
でもそれうまくできたら肉汁ジュワッと出てくる超うまそうなハンバーグになりそうっすね。
I'm going to end your life, Hakwa.
会長のせいで腹減ってきたじゃないですか。
Man, I really want a steak now.
学食行きましょう、学食。ハンバーグじゃないやつ食ってごまかしましょう。
I really shouldn't. But oh well, let's go! Once we finish this paperwork, though. Once we are finished with this paperwork, though, it'll taste even better if you whet our appetites a little longer.
そこは今行きましょうよ。俺もう飯食べに行くテンションっすよ。
Come on, it'll only take another 10 minutes. Let's get it over with quick. The two of us scramble back to our desks to finish the rest of our work. Spurred on by our growling stomachs, we soon wrap things up in a flash and head out the door for an early dinner. Today's the day, Mount Griffith's all mad cook and soon awaits. I've been standing at the dorm entrance all morning in order to greet her when she comes. Anxious for her arrival and unable to stand still, I end up coming outside to wait instead.
お兄、さすがに浮かれすぎじゃない？さっきからずーっとそこであやかねえのこと待ってるじゃん。
I will chuck you into the ocean. Worked up? Who? Me? Nah. Today's a bit of a special day, so I'm a little antsy,
そ
that's
れ
all.
を浮かれてるって言うんだよ。じゃあ私はビッグパイ行ってくるからごゆっくり。
Alright, have fun.
あれ、兄弟揃ってどうしたの？
Ayaka!
おはよう。青葉ちゃん今日も元気だね。
I'd instantly jumps as I see the girl I've been impatiently waiting
それじゃ
for.
今日は私頑張るからね。
Yeah, I am.
今日は特別。あやかねが頑張る。
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
お兄、いくら二人が初めて交わるからって、そんなそわそわしなくても。
That is not what we're doing! Bodak and I turned bright red at her off-kilter remark. I don't even know how this idiot came to that
遠
conclusion.
回しに行っても、それは女の子から聞くようなことじゃないし。今日は初めに、ハンバーグ作ってあげるってだけだよ。手作りのね。あやかねえの手作り？
Weren't you going to the mall?
ごめんね。はじめの分だけって考えてたから、材料も一人分しか持ってきてないの。ウニ半分ちょうだい。
Nope, not today.
ヒモ、ランチでハンバーグ食べてくるし。
Talking about steak makes her want to eat one. Talking about steaks makes her want to eat one. Guess she takes after me in that department.
何が？
Oh, it's nothing. Let's go put those ingredients in the fridge, shall we?
大丈夫だけど、何を持ってきたか見せられないわ。
Hello? You know, Ayaka, one of the most common mistakes that amateur chefs make is adding their own spin to a recipe.
違うわよ。とにかくダメなの。わかった？
I don't know why I do this. That didn't feel too good. That definitely felt like something came up with that burp. Quickly wash it down. Okay. Doesn't look like she's willing to give up her secrets just yet, so I'll let it go for now. Without further delay, I usher her inside the dorm. Besides, let her add her own spice, otherwise she'll just eat a Salisbury steak he could make anywhere.
これで一安心だわ。
Wait, he can cook in his own room? Why? I would think they would have to take it to the shared kitchen. Once Ayaka finishes filling in the guest book like last time, we make our way straight towards my room. Although, Buki did kind of scowl when she saw us, perhaps due to the fact that she had more opportunities to get to know Ayaka through me lately. She spared us from a telling off. Relax, I won't peek.
そう？絶対に見ちゃダメだからね。
Is it just me, or have you been acting a little cautious around me lately? I'm not gonna pull a fast one on you. If you don't want me to look, I won't look.
弱気になってるつもりはないんだけど、はじめに強くお願いされたら断れなさそうな自分がいて、ね。彼氏としては、パーフェクトに可愛い私に甘えたくなるのは当然でしょ？
Alright, you don't need to take it so seriously now. At this rate, I might even mistake her stubbornness for actually wanting me to take a look. But even though I can't wait to try out her cooking, I also feel like it's been a while since we've had some alone time together.
さてと、はじめ、ご飯はひとまず置いといて、今日一日いっぱい甘えていいからね。
Oh, great. Where's all this coming from,
そ
though?
れは、ほら、この前、一日中甘えさせてほしいって言ってたじゃない？だから、私なりに叶えてあげようかなって。いい？余計なことは聞かないでね。はじめは、ただ甘えてくるだけでいいから。
To be honest, I came up with that request on the spot. I'm not really used to getting much affection from Alba, after all. And when I do, it's usually in some bizarre form.
そうなの？でも、甘え方に正解なんてないんだし。ほら、どーんとお姉ちゃんに甘えなさい。
Sitting down onto the bed, she looks up at me and spreads her arms wide. Affection starved or not, I still can't stop myself from hugging her.
ふふ。私のお姉ちゃんオーラに屈したよね。
Kind of irks me to have to admit defeat, especially when she pats my head with that smug expression on her face. But while it does feel incredibly nice, I also have my pride to think about. All you're doing is infantilizing me. It wasn't that long ago that she was the one getting bright red and flustered whenever I hugged her. Natural big sister vibes, please. I just felt like hugging
ま
you.
たまた、強がんなくていいのに。
Stop ruffling my hair. Seriously. Was this all just a ploy for you to treat me like a baby?
そんなことないし、はじめが普段人前で頑張ってる分、こうして彼女がねぎらってるだけよ。
You say as you continue to pat my head.
それに、こうやって撫でられると、なんだか落ち着かない？
Well, I'll admit it does feel pretty nice. I never understood that. I hate it when people touch my head. I despise it. Turning my head, I bury my face into her bosom. Although her bra is a bit stiff against my cheek, I don't think I'd mind staying like this for hours on end.
ようやく甘える気になった？
We're going to spawn me rotten, weren't you? Well, go ahead. I haven't had nearly
そ
enough.
れは、私のお姉ちゃんオーラに対する挑戦と取っていいのかな？
I do your worst, otherwise I'll fall asleep between these soft pillows
寝
first.
顔が見れるチャンスだし、私は構わないけど。
You think I'd find that embarrassing? Well, you thought wrong.
全力で胸に顔を押し付けながら言っても説得力ないよ。ねえ、ブラ外してあげようか？その方が気持ちよさそうでしょ？
That'd probably make me a little too horny.
それだと甘やかせないからダメね。
What a shame. I would have loved to rest my head against those lovely braless and memories.
もう、そんな悲しそうな声出さないでよ。ちょっとごめんね。
She suddenly reaches around her back to fumble with something before unhooking her bra and sticking it under my pillow. You know what? Being a girl, take off her bra is pretty damn hot. I can't take my eyes away. Tear
直
my eyes
接
away.
のお触りはダメだからね。
Oh, come on, you're killing me here.
言っとくけど、それはこっちも同じだからね。エッチなことしたら、そこでおしまいだから。
Fine, fine. Bury my face into her chest again. They feel even softer than before. Damn. This is making me real horny.
なんか動かなくなったけど、そんなにおっぱい好きなの？
I've just come to realization. Boobs have the power to drive men to madness.
私の彼氏じゃなきゃ、こんな幸せなことできないんだから。ありがたく思ってよ。
I have a title. I'm going to call this part Mammary Madness. Yes, I won't have the same problem as for last part where I went for first contact in the end. What was a shit title? I couldn't think of anything else. There we go. I think that's how you write memory. Hold on. You said it somewhere before. It is. I did write it correctly. Okay, I'm just too good for this world apparently. Yeah, your boobs are the best. In fact, everything about you is the best. Don't get me wrong, your boobs are far from the only thing I love about you. I love it when you're spoiling me like this, but I love how you normally are
普段
too.
リードしてくれてるし、私だって甘えさせてもらってるんだから、お互い様よ。私も初めのこと。大好き。
How long has it been since I felt comfort like this? I just want to lie on these pillows for the rest of my life.
なら、このまま寝ちゃう？私はそれでもいいけど。
No, I can't. We gotta make use of the time we have together. I'd rather get to try your my homemade Salisbury steak as soon as I can.
私はもうちょっとこうしてたいんだけど、ダメ？
What if I just keep my head in your boobs while you cook? Wouldn't that work? No.
何バカなこと言ってるのよ。そんなことしたら危ないでしょ。
She hits my head playfully. But you're only cooking meat, right? You don't need a knife for that.
なんで肉オンリーのハンバーグを作ることになってるのよ。ちゃんと玉ねぎとかパン粉を入れるから、包丁も使うんだからね。
Sounds wild, I love it already.
私が作る手料理がそんなワイルドなものなんて嫌よ。綺麗なハンバーグを作るの。
I'd rather have a delicious Salisbury steak than a respectable Salisbury steak. Chatting idly, we continue whiling away the morning until the clock strikes noon.
IC テル。さあ、作りますか。
My head kinda hurts. No, well, I'm so ready for this. After we lazed around to our heart's content, we took the ingredients out of the fridge and came down to the dorm kitchen. So there is indeed only a dorm kitchen. Since most of the other residents seem to have gone out for the day, the place is largely empty, save for us.
材料は、ひき肉にパン粉に玉ねぎに、温めるだけのハンバーグ。
Hey, what the hell? This steak is already pre-cooked.
落ち着いて、はじめ。まずは私の話を聞いてほしいの。私だって、こんなことはしたくなかった。でも、仕方なかったの。保険を用意したっていいじゃない。お母さんの作ったハンバーグだから、ちゃんと美味しいし。
Like, listen. If I fuck up, we gotta save? We gotta save this. It's like a. Talking is hard, okay? Like, if I fuck up, we got a safety line. Is that how you say it? I don't fucking know. Help. That's beside the point. I want to eat your cooking, Ayaka. I'm confiscating the steak right now.
鬼、ド S。
ゆうき先輩、さっきから揉めてるように見えますけど、どうしたんですか？
ブッキー、さっきからはじめがいじめる。
彼女をいじめるとか何してるのよ。
She had the gall to try and bring a pre-cooked steak from the hourglass as a fallback plan, so I confiscated it.
ハンバーグ作るのに完成品を持ってきたってこと？
これは保険なんだから、完成品なのは当然でしょ？
And I really want Yoshi to just look at her. Look at Hajime. Look back to her. I'm confiscating this.
その保険を没収するなんて、あんまりじゃない？
どっちもどっちじゃない？あんまり騒ぐと、他の子たちも興味持って寄ってきちゃうから、ほどほどにね。
You heard her.
わかったわよ。
Okay, the bowls are here, the knives are over
使
here.
ったら、洗って元の場所に戻しておけばいいのよね。
Now you just leave them on the dish rack. By the way, I can hang around and watch while you cook. Can I hang around and watch while you cook, or you don't want me to wait somewhere else until you're
じゃ
done?
あ、悪いけど、外してもらっていい？好きな人に見られてるって思うと、緊張しちゃって失敗するかもしれないし。
I'll be taking the steak with me though. Like, I really want to be just like, oh, okay. Yoshino? Wanna hold on to it? Why the fuck are you giving me a cold steak? Alright, I'll try to clear out the rest of the kitchen then.
そんな風にされたら危ない料理作ってるみたいに思われそうだけど。そうしてくれた方が助かるかも。私のイメージ的にも、料理に苦戦してる姿は見られたくないし。
Got it. Just message me when you're finished, and I'll come on down. Personally, I do want to stay and watch, but I also want to respect my girlfriend's wishes as well. I decided to wait patiently back in my room until she's done. Come in.
じゃじゃーん！お待たせしましたー。
In renewed spirits, she opens the door and walks in bearing a tray carrying the Salisbury steak. Can't wait to taste
形
it.
はちょっと変になっちゃったけど、ごめんね。
Oops.
あと、生焼けがちょっと怖くて、レンチンしちゃった。でも、味は保証するから、安心して食べて。
I thought you said you weren't that great at cooking. This definitely doesn't look like something an amateur whipped up. And you didn't try to sneakily swap in your mom's steak, did you?
さすがにそれはひどくない？家から持ってきたハンバーグはここにあるし。
Sorry, you did a really good job on this.
味見もしたから大丈夫よ。
Sure enough, a small corner of the meat seems to have been cut off and sampled beforehand. Given its appearance and the confidence in its taste, and her confidence in its taste, I think it's safe to say that the steak turned out well.
さあ、召し上がれ。
Alright, here goes.
どう？
Salt and pepper provide a good enough seasoning, and though a bit of the juice has leaked out of the meat, it has a real hearty flavor. It's great. The flavor's a bit heavy, but it would go perfectly with some rice.
よかった。私も初めに喜んでもらえて作った甲斐があったわ。
Wanna have some too? I'd hate to be the only one eating. You're good compared with the one your mom cooked.
私は大丈夫だから味見でちょっと食べたし。
So it's kind of awkward having someone stare at me while I eat. It's not fun eating by myself. Come on.
私今あんまりお腹減ってないからそんないっぱい食べられないって。
Just take a few bites.
それならまあ。
I doubt I'll be able to eat 2 whole steaks by myself. Hang on, I'll go warm this one up for you. After reheating the pre-cooked steak in the microwave, I set it down on the table. Like Ayaka's steak, this one is coated with demi-glace sauce, but it's equally as delicious. Time to dig in again.
いただきます。
Just level of quality I'd expect from a restaurant.
さすがにお母さんの味には勝てないな。焼いた肉汁でデミグラスソース作るの忘れたし。
I don't know. I like steaks with simple flavors as well. Yours is just as good in its own way.
確かにこれも美味しいけど、まだまだね。
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
やっぱお母さんの作ったハンバーグ美味しいな。
She smiles in delight as she takes another bite of the steak. Now that I think about it, maybe this is one of her favorite foods too. You know, seeing you eat with such a big smile on your face is enough to make me want to smile too.
そうなんか恥ずかしいな。
Not that I blame you. The steak really is something else.
でしょでしょ。お母さんの料理最高に美味しいの。お母さんの料理は世界一って言っても過言じゃないわ。
Maybe, but I like your cooking better, Ayaka. I can tell that you made it with lots of love. Think you could do it for me? Do it for me again sometime?
もう本当にこの人ってば。
I don't know why sometimes I just like I don't know why, but sometimes I just like touching my beard because I oddly like the feel of it. I don't know what it is. What's wrong? You're blushing.
なんでもない。いいからほら食べよう。
Okay. Eating a delicious meal, I see my girlfriend's beaming smile. Don't think there's much more I could ask for in this world. Cherishing her beautiful expression, I slowly savor the rest of my home-cooked Salisbury steak. Ayaka. We usually message each other through text. It's not often that she actually calls me herself. Hello?
もしもし今ちょっと大丈夫？
Nah, just doing a bit of math review. What's up?
いやそれがちょっと相談というかお願いしたいことがあって。
Sure?
私推薦狙ってるんだけどそれでちょっとね。
Wait, you're taking a university entrance
あ
exam?
れ言ってなかったっけ？
You've never talked about your post-graduation plans, so I thought it might be a delicate subject for you, so I tried not to bring it up. I've always been curious, of course, but I didn't want to stress her out unnecessarily. But as a result, I've had no idea whether or not Ayaka was planning to continue her education or start looking for work. I don't even know what field she wants to get into.
教養大の推薦狙っててあと2週間で本番なのよ。
Would you mind if I asked you a few more questions?
当然 彼氏なんだし、問題ないでしょ
Fuck. Although it might not mean much to her, I'm happy to know that she trusts me enough to talk to me about this. What are you planning to major
経
in?
済学部だよ。
Economics?
意外だった
Sorry, it's just not something I'd picture you being interested in. Not in a bad way, of course.
私なりにお父さんたちの役に立てたらなーって思って。将来は美しすぎる経営コンサルタントになるのが目標なの。
I'm not sure what's more surprising here. Her wanting to be a business consultant, or her transition from beautiful and perfect to stunningly gorgeous. I'm sure you'll be beautiful regardless, but I had no idea you were thinking that far ahead. I guess the reason you're called is related to the
本
exam.
当申し訳ないんだけど、しばらくは入試の方を優先させてほしいなーって思って。
It's fine. I completely understand. The angle on the on the notebook is completely fucked up. Like, this screen is uneven. This box here is uneven. Like, you can see that this and this is still symmetrical from what I can see. So it's not like everything is moving towards a certain point and therefore the lines need to change to show depth. That's not the case, I think. So this just looks like it's been compressed on one side. No, I'm not. That's all I wanted to say. Like, I just wanted to point your direction towards that so you can see, hey, it looks fucking weird. I'm not gonna go into in depth with art theory again, like I did in Koiken Otome. That was a weird part. That was a very weird part. Like, what have I talked about at this point? Like, ethics? Religion? Art theory? What else? What else? Has somebody, like, kept track of what the of what weird, like, rants I've gone on before? Like, somebody needs to keep track, honestly. Just, like, make, like, little snippets of me, of just the scene where I start going on these rants. Just upload them as separate videos. Like, Beast goes on a fucking art rant! Beast talks about how bullshit proof of God's existence is. Beast starts getting upset because the character is not, like, because the CG does not follow the golden rule of art theory. Ah, what the fuck. Fine, I completely understand. But remember to take breaks every now and then too. Feel free to call me anytime you need to take a load off.
その時は遠慮なく頼りにさせてもらうね。
I'll definitely be lonely. I want to do everything I can to support her. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Study hard for the exam, okay? Good night.
ありがとう。おやすみなさい。
Ugh, this sucks. I heave out a heavy sigh, bummed that I'll have to refrain from messaging her for the next couple of weeks. Well, it's not like I won't see her at all. I'll still be able to chat with her at school at least. No use in moping about it. All I can do is pray that Ayaka does well on her exam. My radio silence with Ayaka had continued for another 2 weeks until the day of her exams yesterday. I'd sent her a message saying I'd wait at the front gate after school so we could walk home together, so here I am. The third year's classrooms are probably quite tense these days, so I figured it'd be more considerate to meet up with her elsewhere. It's been a while since we've seen each other. I hope we can stop somewhere along the way and maybe sit down and chat.
あれ、二宮くん
Oh, haven't met this girl before.
いきなりごめんね。私、彩香と同じクラスなの。一応ファンクラブ立ち上げたりもしたし、あの子の一番の親友だと思ってるよ。
Oh, okay. Now that I think about it, this is the first time I've ever interacted with one of Ayaka's friends.
それでそっちはここでモカちゃんと待ち合わせ。とかじゃないよね。
Mocha? No, I'm waiting for Ayaka.
え？あの子なら今日来てないけど。
What?
だからモカちゃん捕まえて、一緒にお見舞い行くのかなと思ったんだけど。てか、1週間前くらいから綾香来てないんだけど、何か聞いてない？
No, I had no idea. Sure enough, the last text I sent earlier hasn't been marked as read either. Try giving her a call directly, but I'm quickly sent to voicemail after a short dial tone.
学園に来てた時は、会いたい会いたい言いながら入試対策してたから、体調崩したとか、そういうのだといいんだけど。
But if she hasn't been to school in a whole week, that's a little worrying.
さすがにね。インフルならまだいいけど。
Try to get in touch with Mocha and see what's going on.
なんかわかったら、私にも教えてもらっていい？これ、私の ID だから。
After adding her to my friends list via QR code, I quickly leave the front gate. Walking past the student dorms, I try my luck with Mocha's number on the way to Ayaka's house. Trying to calm my nerves, I take a couple of deep breaths as I wait for her to pick up.
はい、もしもし。
Oops, Mocha! Hey, I was just talking to a friend of your sister, and she said Ayaka hasn't been to school in almost a week.
はい。入試には何とか行かせたんですけど、ちょっと問題がありまして。
Doesn't sound like anything life-threatening, but missing an entire week of school is no laughing matter either. I kinda want to know what's going on. Do you think we could meet up
大
somewhere?
丈夫ですよ。今日は青葉とお茶するつもりだったんで、うちでいいですよね。
Sure. I would want to pay Ayaka a visit if she was feeling sick, but all the better if I have permission to go to their house. I agree to meet up in front of their house, and I hurry towards the Hourglass Cafe. Sorry about all this. I know it's kinda
い
sudden.
えいえ、お姉ちゃんのことだから何も話してないんだろうなって思いますし。
When I arrived at the cafe, Mocha and Alba are already there waiting.
お兄、綾香姉と何かあったの？
Well, here's what she told me. It doesn't seem like Alba has any idea what's going on either, so I explained to them what Ayaka told me when we last spoke. A restrained smile spreads across Mocha's face, while Alba looks as concerned as I do.
本当、大丈夫なのそれ？いや、まあ、事情を知ってる身としては、お姉ちゃん自身の問題としか。誤解のないように言っておくと、体はすごく元気ですよ。
Really? Is there some way you can convince her to let us see her? She wouldn't pick up even when I tried calling.
いいですよ。でも、無理に会おうとするのも良くないよ。
Don't worry. I know I'm being a bit pushy, but I know when to toe the line.
その勢いよし。
Thanks, coach. I like your confidence, bub.
それじゃあ、ちょっと電話してみますね。
Huh? Can't you just knock on her door?
今のお姉ちゃん、部屋に鍵かけて、外に出ようとしないんで。
Oh no. Just what on earth happened?
綾香姉が引きこもりになるって相当じゃない？
Smiling awkwardly at our reaction, Mocha takes out her phone and calls her sister's number. She carefully sets this phone to speaker mode as we listen to the dial tone ring.
もう母ちゃん？もう帰ってきたの？
今家の前で二宮先輩と青葉も一緒にいるよ。
なんで？
お姉ちゃんのこと心配してくれてるんだよ。
How are you feeling, Ayaka?
ごめん。連絡も全部無視しちゃって。体調はなんともないから。
Well, I feel a lot better now that I've heard your voice. But we haven't seen each other for a while now. Can I please see your face to face?
会いたいけど、ごめん。今日は無理。今の私を見たら絶対嫌われると思うし。
Something's definitely happened to her over these past 2 weeks. Mocha, won't you tell me the full story? Mocha won't tell me the full story either, so I have no idea what's going on.
せめて二宮先輩にはちゃんと話したら？1週間学園に行ってないって知って、私に連絡くれたんだから。
それは、ごめん。
ごめんはもういいよ。もし話しにくいなら私から話すけど。
Whoops, fuck.
悪いけど、お願い。
じゃあお姉ちゃん、 通話料怖いから一旦切るね。さてまずうちのお姉ちゃんなんだけど。
After putting away her phone, Mocha pauses for a moment before turning back towards us.
実は小さい頃、スタイルのことでちょっと、いろいろあって。
She did? Well, what does that have to do with her situation right now?
はい、大ありなんです。というのもお姉ちゃん、昔は結構ぽっちゃりめで。
Ayaka!
嘘でしょ？全然イメージできないんだけど。
Did her weight like go up by 1 kilogram or something and she's making a fucking huge hubbub about it? Her current body type's pretty much the antithesis of the word chubby. Was she bullied because of her weight as a kid?
私もどんなことがあったかは知らないんですけど、私たち、お父さんたちがお店を開くタイミングでこっちに引っ越してきたんです。それがちょうどお姉ちゃんが三崎浜に入学するタイミングで。
Oh! She's a Misakihama grad. Huh. Intriguing. So she moved up from Misakiyama into Kensakan. Hey!
いわゆる学園デビューですね。頑張ってダイエットして、三崎浜に入る頃には、誰もが羨むパーフェクトに可愛いお姉ちゃんになってました。制服のサイズ直しが大変だったみたいですけど。
I had no idea. I was dead certain that she'd been a school celebrity all her life. And I called myself her boyfriend. Man, I still don't know anything about her, do I?
綺麗になってから、内気な性格もどんどん明るくなってって。私にとっても自慢のお姉ちゃんになっていったんです。
As she talks, Mocha's restrained expression slowly loosens, gradually returning to her usual smile. My fucking chest hurts. It's an annoying thing I have occasionally. It's obvious that she loves her big sister a lot.
てか、今その話するってことは、もしかして。ちょっとだけ、ね。
Man, if her body weight has reverted, then I can't blame her for wanting to hide away from the world. Do you know what caused it?
最初は受験のストレスかなって思ったんですけど、変化が出てきたのはもう少し前からなんですよね。
What changes?
こっちに来てから食事に気をつけてたはずなんですけど、最近は食べる量が増えてた気もするし、お母さんは昔みたいに幸せそうに食べてくれて嬉しいって喜んじゃったのも原因かもしれませんけど。
Reading in an irregular lifestyle, huh? Brings a certain memory to mind. Is that the exact same thing to Ayaka back when she cooked that Salisbury steak for me? Could that have something to do with this? Let me try giving her a call. Ayaka, I think I understand the gist of things now, but I still want to hear from you directly. Will you let me see you? You don't have to, of course, but if it's time you need, I'm willing to wait here until you're ready to talk.
私だってできれば会いたいよ。今すぐ直接顔見て。でも
Whoops.
初めに幻滅されたくないの。
I can think of numerous ways to reassure her, but I doubt words are going to get through to her. Then at the very least, let me hear your voice through the window. It's gonna feel dreary being cooped up in your room all day. A little fresh air will do nice for
リ
you.
フレッシュ
Don't worry, I won't be able to see you from below.
それくらいなら。
He just fucking starts climbing the wall. She opens the window to get some fresh air. He just pokes his head over. I'm up here! Hearing the sound of her window opening through the phone, I look up to confirm the location of her room. Ayaka, you said you wanted to see me too, didn't
言
you?
ったけど、だから今の姿を見せる勇気なんてないんだってば。
It's fine. All I need to know is that you want to see me.
どういう。
Alright, I should be able to do this. Kicking off the fence, I leap up and reach my hands towards the second floor. Oh, my man is actually going for it! No matter how you slice this, let's slice it. I totally look like an intruder right about now. But even so, can't just stand around and do nothing. If I can't come to my girlfriend's rescue when she's in distress, then she might as well dump me right now. And like hell, I'm gonna make that happen! Using every little bit of strength in my arms, I somehow managed to climb my way up to the second floor. Hello! Oh, don't worry, I made sure to take off my shoes before I came in, though that's probably not the biggest issue here. She actually does sound worried. Like, that's actually nice.
二宮先輩、どうやってそこまで登ってったんですか?
I stick my head back out the window to wave at them. You know, it's been a straight workout getting to the student council room ever since the ban on romance was lifted. Like, I think I've become a pro at climbing. I have now learned the ability to climb off of completely even, not even, like any surface. Like there do not have to be any ways to grab. I have become the gecko. Talking is hard, but all that exercise has definitely paid off, I'll admit. Scanning the room, my eyes finally fall upon Ayaka, sitting on her bed with the covers pulled over her head. To be sure, her cheeks have gotten a little rounder compared to the last time we met. But anyways, you wanted me to see me, so here I am.
来ちゃいましたって。見ないで!
Hey, why are you hiding your face?
肌の手入れも全然できてなかったし、今の私なんて全然見れたもんじゃないでしょ。こんな私なんて見たら100年の恋も冷める勢いなのに、なんで見ちゃうのよ。
Come on, you're overreacting.
もうそうじゃないもん。絶対幻滅してるでしょ。
She doesn't look too different in my opinion. I'm not. She seems almost hysteric. Perhaps still shaken up by my bizarre method of entry to her room. I know it must be tough for her to be seen when she doesn't want to, but I'm looking at you right now and all I see is the same beautiful girl as always.
それも気を使って言ってくれてるんでしょ。こんなことではじめたちに心配かけて。何がパーフェクトに可愛いミス形成感よ。
If I scold her too harshly right now, it might only sink her further into depression. But I don't think I'll be able to get her out of her room simply by listening to her either. Aka, do you know what caused this sudden weight gain?
それは不規則な生活とご飯の食べ過ぎ。あとは夜食いっぱい食べちゃった。
Well, there you go. As long as you know what's causing it, you'll be fine. Sounds like the stress from your exam was having an effect on your diet as well. So I'm sure you'll slim back down before you know it. I'll do everything I can to help too.
どうしてそんな優しくできるの？今の私、全然可愛くないでしょ？
At this point, I would get a little mad. Like, do you think I'm that shallow? Like, by God, do you have that low of an opinion of me? But, like, Jesus Christ. Her eyes quiver with fear. It's almost as if an invisible hand is reaching out towards me, looking for reassurance. That's not something for you to decide, I'm afraid. Your looks are far from the only thing that make you attractive in my mind.
見た目だけじゃない？
Although in all fairness, they are what drew me towards you in the first place. But the more time we spent together, the more I began to see who you were on the inside. Your angry side, your shy side, your sweet side, your childish side. You're beautiful both inside and out, Ayaka. And that's what makes the beautiful and perfect Yuki Ayaka, in my opinion.
全部で私。ごめん。そこまで深く考えたことなかったかも。
That's alright. Just promise me you'll do so from now on. You might not want to accept yourself the way you are right now. let me just tell you this. The girl in front of me is still every bit the girl I fell in love with. The beautiful and perfect Ayaka.
はじめ。
I mean, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't have pulled the crazy stunt I did to get in here. I legitimately looked like a home invader.
ほんとだよ。
So if the police come, make sure to tell them the intruder was actually your boyfriend.
もう、バカじゃないの？そんなの、ただのバカップルじゃん。
Where's the lie in that? You're supposed to tell the truth to the police after all. That's fine, I'll accept being an idiot. If you don't stay with me, there's no telling what I'm gonna do next time. Maybe I'll even bring a tent and camp outside your
ま
house.
ったく、
A small twinkle has returned to her eyes.
私が部屋から出た瞬間、冷めた目で見てくるとか嫌だよ。
And I'm gonna be upset if you call me a stranger when the police show up. Seriously, I don't want to get arrested.
しないよ。だって、はじめは最高の彼氏だもん。
Good, looks like she's back to her usual self. Ayaka?
何？
Giving her a kiss, I pull her into a soft hug. It's been far too long since I felt the warmth of her touch, smelt the scent of her skin.
なんで？
I already gave my spiel, so this is the only thing left to do. Was it not to your liking, Your Highness Miss Kensikan? What's up?
優しくしすぎなんだよ、バカ。
Like a floodgate opening, tears suddenly come pouring down her face as she leans against me. I rub her back gently and wait for her to calm down. You don't have to go through this alone. You have a whole host of people who love and support you. And you have me. I'll always be there for you if you need me.
ありがとう。
At long last, I was able to persuade Ayaka to leave her room. When we finally came downstairs, both Mocha and her parents could only stare with shocked expression, but more than anything, they were happy to see her up and about. Like, the shock gotta be even bigger for the parents because he didn't come in! How did he get in? Although there was plenty left to discuss, I decided to head back to the dorm for the day in order to make it in time for curfew.
IC テル。
Ayaka's view.
お姉ちゃん、入るよ。
どうぞ。
どうしたの？
Mocha enters my room, gazing at me with worry as she sits down on the sofa.
はじめたちにもだけど、やっぱり、モカちゃんには一番迷惑かけちゃったから、改めて、ちゃんと謝っときたくて。
いいよ。こんなの慣れっこだし。
その言い方だと、普段から私が迷惑かけてるみたいなんだけど。
自覚なかった？
そりゃああったけど。
じゃあ今度からは、もっと妹を可愛がってね。
今でも十分可愛がってるつもりなんだけどな。なら、今度一緒にケーキ食べに行こっか。もちろん、私のおごりでね。
行く！あ、そうそう。なんかね、隣の駅前にあるプリンセスホテルでケーキバイキングやってるんだって。
この状況でバイキングはきっついな。
まさか、可愛い妹にお金だけ渡して、お姉ちゃんは来ないなんてこと、ないよね。
わかったわかった。それまでに意地でも体重落とさなきゃな。
だね。それじゃあ私、もう部屋戻るね。
Seemingly content with this resolution, she gets up to leave.
戻る前に、もう一個だけいいかな。
どうしたの？
いやモカちゃん的に、はじめのことどう思う？
He's goddamn insane, but in a good way.
素敵な人だよね。今日だって、お姉ちゃんのためにあそこまでしてくれたんだもん。誰が見てもものすごく無茶してるんだけどさ。そこがまた、なんか漫画に出てくるヒーローみたいだったよね。
Waka has always thought highly of Hajime, but it sounds like today's events have made her admire him even more.
それでね、そんなはじめが私にこう言ってくれたの。普段の私も、今のこんな私も、全部合わせて結城彩香なんだって。それが、はじめの好きになったパーフェクトに可愛い私なんだって。
なんか、聞いてるこっちが恥ずかしくなってきちゃった。でもほんと、二宮先輩っていい人だね。
うん。私の自慢の彼氏だから。
というか、もしかしてのろけたかっただけ？
そうじゃなくて。
To be honest, I'm not really sure what's spurring these thoughts on myself. So that's what's spurring these thoughts on myself. But now that I've gotten all worked up and feel so elated, I can't seem to settle back
そ
down.
りゃもちろん、今までだってはじめのことは好きだったよ。でもさ、そんな風に私の全部受け止めてくれたら、やっぱり、そういう夢だって見ちゃうじゃない？
そういう夢って、もしかして結婚とか？
やっぱり学生のうちからおかしいかな。付き合ってすぐだし。
先輩のことをどう思うかって、その相談だったんだね。
I'm too scared to look in the eye.
こんなこと相談できるの、さすがにモカちゃんしかいないし。正直に言ってくれていいからね。
そうだな。確かに早いとは思うよ。でも、妹としては、二宮先輩みたいな人がお兄ちゃんになったらいいなーって気がする。
それって。
なんかこれ、思った以上に恥ずかしいね。というわけで、私、部屋戻るね。顔熱くなってきちゃった。
お兄ちゃん。
だからやめてよ、恥ずかしいな。
でも、そっか。ありがとう、モカちゃん。なんかいろいろ吹っ切れたよ。
それはいいけど、変なことはしないでね。おやすみなさい。
おやすみ。
When she goes back to her room, I begin thinking about what's in store for me ahead. Naturally, it's not going to be easy losing all this weight. But for some strange reason, whenever I think of Hajime, all my fears and anxieties are washed cleanly away. The table looks weird as well. Like, I'm starting to notice very weird inconsistencies in the backgrounds. Like, the table also looks strange. What? Oh, whoa, I just saw that. Oh, that did not look good. Not in like an art style, from an art style standpoint, from an architectural standpoint. Because that house is not gonna survive an earthquake. Who is it?
兄ちゃん、僕だけど結城先輩が迎え来てるよ。
Okay, thanks. I don't remember saying we'd walk to school together today. Not that I'm complaining about getting to see my girlfriend first thing in the morning. In fact, this is a welcome surprise. After throwing on my clothes in a rush, I make my way towards the lounge where Ayaka is waiting. Good morning, Ayaka.
今日は急に来ちゃってごめんね。迷惑だったかな。
No, of course not. Huh. He's acting unusually cordially. cordial. Wonder where all her energy's gone. Normally she wouldn't shy away from physical contact, but she seems somewhat reserved today. Incidentally, her diet seems to be working wonders. It hasn't even been a week since she started, yet her curves have already returned to all the right places.
あーばちゃんおはよう。
今日も朝からこんなお兄のためにここ寄ってもらっちゃって、無理して寄らなくてもいいんだよ。
Hey, what are you trying to do?
そうよ。はじめは最高にかっこいいんだから。
おいお兄、私の綾香姉に何した？
Oh, nothing. I just tamed her, if you know what I mean. Did you just scream immoral? It was just a joke! Back me up, Ayaka!
でもそういうのも悪くないかななんて。
Oh my. What's after her?
こんなに綾香姉がお兄にデレデレしてるなんて絶対おかしいって！
Hold on, she's my girlfriend. You do realize that, right? There's nothing strange about this. This is how she usually acts.
俺の彼女。
デレな綾香姉見たことないし、絶対お兄がなんかしたでしょ。
おばちゃん落ち着いて。私何もされてないから。
I mean, he did do something. He broke into her room.
なんか怪しいけど、じゃあ行ってきまーす。
Alba walks towards the door, turning to throw a few suspicious glances at us before she leaves. Still though, what's up with you, Ayaka? Something good happened?
ちょっとね。
Whatever it was, it must have been good news. She beams at me, practically squirming with delight. Fortunately, any reservations she had earlier seem to have disappeared. It's rather adorable. Right, well, let's get going, shall we? I was hoping for the outside of the dorm shot again. Just so I can point it out. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. I want to see that again, real quick. I will not be satisfied until I can check that again.
あと1ヶ月くらいしたら。
All of this is red text. There we go. I saw that and now I'm extremely pissed about it. Oh, there we go. That's how you stop the skip. Okay, hold on. Move, please. Not that far. There, look at that. There's just this huge chunk of house. Maybe like half a room. Here as well. Just no support at all. Isn't this like extremely unsafe? Because that looks extremely unsafe. Wouldn't there at least be like a support? Wouldn't that just like kind of fucking fall over the second the earthquake hits? Which is very problematic since this is Japan. You know what I mean? Like, this can't be a good idea. If, like seriously. I'll delete the save. After a few more awkward pauses in the conversation, we eventually make our way to campus. It's a bit of a novel experience, seeing her acting so unusually shy today.
会長に結城先輩、おはようございます。
Good morning.
綾香たち、おは。
おはよう。
Oh, hey. I'm sorry about last week.
ああ、いいのいいの。あの後、綾香から連絡も来たし。それにしても、二人で登校なんて相変わらず仲いいわね。
今さら何言ってるのよ。そんな、ねえ。
No fights between us so far, so I'd say everything's definitely going well. She even showed up and unannounced at the dorm today to walk to school with me. I feel pretty lucky to be her boyfriend if I'm being honest.
綾香にそんな海外しい一面があったなんて信じらんないな。
そう？私、釣った魚には餌をあげすぎて太らせるタイプよ。
Is that right? Truth be told, I'd always imagined Ayaka to be more of a puppy dog who loves pining for her own attention. Or at least I'd been under the impression that I was the one being spoiled. Or at least I'd never been under the impression that I was the one being spoiled by her.
ねえねえ、今度、綾香のこといろいろ聞かせてよ。綾香がいて話しにくいようなことがあれば、二人きりでもいいし。
I'm not sure about.
そんなの絶対ダメ。その時は絶対私も一緒にいるからね。
もう、別に彼氏を取ろうってわけじゃないんだし、いいじゃない。
Sorry, I have to agree with Ayaka on this one. I don't want any weird rumors cropping up about me being alone with another girl.
はじめ。
会長はガードが固いな。ま、有名人だからそれもそっか。
People love that kind of gossip. Even if they know it's bullshit.
それじゃあ綾香、先に教室行ってるね。
また後で。はじめ、絶対に一人で行っちゃダメだからね。はじめは私の彼氏なんだから、彼女のこと放置したら、妹たちが制裁にやってくるわよ。
Please don't say that. I can vividly picture that and it's scary. I don't know about Mocha, but Alba would give me a hell for sure. Still, from the sound of things, Ayaka might genuinely be feeling a little jealous. Either way, you don't need to worry. I'd never do anything to betray you.
当然ね。
Now, thoroughly back to form, she and I head inside the school building. As soon as lunch break rolls around, I immediately receive a text message from Ayaka. It's an invitation to eat lunch together. Hold on, I mean to eat lunch together. She said she'd come pick me up in my classroom, so I keep a watchful eye on the corridor outside as I wait for her to arrive.
はじめ、写真部の生徒会インタビューなんだけど、今月はいつが空いてる？
Next Friday should work for me.
わかった。じゃあ、来週の金曜、よろしくね。
おい会長。ドアんとこ、ゆき先輩が来てるんだけど、なんか近づくの怖えんだよ。
I'm not sure exactly why, but the way she's smiling at me feels oddly menacing. But I can't just pretend I haven't seen her yet either. With some trepidation, I walk over towards the door. You could have said something instead of waiting out here, Ayaka.
クラスでのはじめの様子も見ときたかったのよ。さてと、それじゃあ、青葉ちゃんとモカちゃんも呼んで、みんなで食べよっか。
We don't eat together, all four of us, often, but sure, I don't mind.
まあまあ、私はモカちゃんにかけるから、青葉ちゃんはよろしくね。
Sure thing.
誰だ？
Who is she trying to imitate? Are you doing anything in particular for lunch, Alba? If not, want to have lunch with me, Ayaka and Mocha?
お昼？てか、モカなら一緒だよ。
Oh, really?
なら学食来なよ。うちらはもう学食来てるし、席取って待ってるから早く来てよ。私は気が長い方ではないのでね。
Do you not feel embarrassment when you say these things?
ええ、今からはじめも連れて行くから、それじゃ。二人して電話かけてくるから、びっくりしたってモカちゃんに笑われちゃった。
Alba seems pretty excited about it too, almost frighteningly so, but I guess that's par for the course when it comes to work.
まあまあ、元気なのはいいことじゃない。それじゃあ、行きましょうか。
This might be the first time all of four of us have sat down for a meal ever since that time I went to see Ayaka at the Hourglass. Without further ado, the two of us set off towards the cafeteria. Let's see, well, you Alba. Lunch trays in hand, Ayaka and I walk around the cafeteria in search of my sister. She said she'd save us seats.
お兄よ、どこを見ておる。妹はこっちぞよ。青葉、恥ずかしいからやめて。
I'm sorry you have to put up with this thing, Mocha.
青葉ちゃんは元気だね。
I thought I told you to stop with the nonsense earlier. Trying not to run, we hurry towards Alba and take our seats beside her. Sorry for joining you guys last minute.
いえいえ、大丈夫ですよ。この前もお姉ちゃんがお世話になってますし。
ただ、青葉のことについては気になさった方がいいかもしれませんわね。
Yeah, remind me to take her to a mental hospital next time she starts spouting gibberish. They hadn't mentioned that Kosuka would be joining us, but the more the merrier. Good to see you, though, Kosuka. It's been a while since we last saw each other. You're pretty busy, you're probably pretty busy these days with the Misakiyama student election coming up and all, huh?
はい。ですが、青葉もしっかりお手伝いしてくれますので、引き継ぎも問題ありませんわ。
Glad to know my sister's good for something, at least.
ゆいぽん、会いたかったよ。ゆうき先輩も相変わらずお元気ですわね。ゆいぽんって、いつになったら私に出れてくれるの？
さあ、いつでしょうね。てかお兄、急に一緒にご飯食べようって、どったの？
Un momento. Okay, apparently I got an email pertaining to my to an internship that opened up. Yeah. Anyways, hello. There we go. Thank you. Oh, it was Ayaka's proposal.
ゆうき先輩が？
へえ、お姉ちゃんがそんな風に言うなんて珍しいですね。
ゆいぽんがいるとは思わなかったけど、まあ嬉しい誤算だわ。それより、家族会議、仮を始めようと思います。議題は、はじめがしおりちゃんと密会の約束をしていた件について。
What? When did that happen? That's why she was giving me that menacing look.
お兄、何してんの？どうせお姉ちゃんの勘違いじゃないの？二宮先輩がそんなことするわけないじゃない。
私もモカの意見と同じですわ。
Funnily enough, it's Moka and Kosuga who rushed to my defense, while my own sister eyes me incredulously. Looks like she needs a good punishing later.
二宮先輩、実際どうなんですの？
Nothing, I'm pretty sure this is just my student council interview with the photography club.
ああ、それでしたら、私のところにも写真部の方がいらっしゃいましたわ。引き継ぎで忙しいからと追い返してしまいましたが。
ということだけど。
だって、金曜の放課後よろしくって、すごい自然に言ってたんだよ。
そりゃ、しおり姉は幼馴染だし、そんな風にもなるんじゃん？
まったく、そんなことで勘違いしてたら、二宮先輩がかわいそうではありませんか。でも、心配にもなるわよ。相手はしおりちゃんなのよ。
Even as the girls stare at her with exasperation, Ayaka refuses to admit any wrongdoing. I can't say I don't understand her concerns. It can't be very fun feeling this insecure.
それに二宮先輩のことですし、他の女性の方としっかり線引きを行っているのでは？
お兄、例えば私が二人でデートしようって言ったらどうする？
No way in hell. Sure, name your mental hospital and I'll take you there right away.
お、やるか
I'll fucking throw down! I don't care! Fights between siblings don't care about gender and age! Why did I say that just now? I do actually have a history when it comes to fights between siblings because me and my big brother used to beat the shit out of each other all the fucking time. It has prepared me, however, because thanks to that, I managed to beat the shit out of a bunch of 4th graders back in 3rd grade. Like, they were coming at me as a group, and I, on my own, managed to beat the shit out of them. I'm still proud of that one. I will never, ever not feel proud of that.
おやめなさい。と、妹のアバですらこんな感じですし、余計な心配だと思いますわ。じゃあ、モカちゃんならどう？モカちゃんとデート。
お姉ちゃん、なんで私？
I would go on a date with my girlfriend's little sister. Even if I did, it wouldn't amount to much of a date. It'd mostly be me asking her about Ayaka's likes and dislikes, or listening to childhood stories. Honestly, I'm not sure you should be handing over your little sister to me that readily.
はぐらかすってことは、ありなんだ。
Knew what?
お姉ちゃん、さすがにそこまで言うのは二宮先輩に失礼だよ。だいたい、ちょっと前までは自信満々だったくせに、何今更不安がってるの？お姉ちゃん可愛いし、二宮先輩からも好き好きオーラ出てるし、誰がどう見ようとちゃんとカップルしてるじゃん。
はい、ごめんなさい。
It's a bit awkward for the rest of us seeing the big sister being scolded by her little sister. I'd better put a stop to things, otherwise this won't ever end. Alright, let's all calm down for now. Ayaka loves me and doesn't want anyone else to take me away from her. I get it.
はじめ、優しすぎて逆に不安になるよ。
What do you want me to do then?
なんか、今の綾香ねってちょっとめんどくさいメンヘラっぽいよね。
If Alba says like that, it must be true. She's an expert on the topic. You know, she's still looking for hers. Hers been lost since the day that she was born.
普段から変だけど、今日はもっと変。
Was that finishing blow really necessary, Mocha? You've knocked her out cold.
はあ、パーフェクトに可愛い結城先輩はもういらっしゃらないのですね。
Kosuke remarks exasperatedly, giving me a significant look. I see what she's getting at. You're right, we'll never get to see the beautiful and perfect Ayaka ever again as a boyfriend. No, as a man, it's a darn shame. I tried so hard to live up to her school-wide popularity too, but for naught it seems.
言ってくれるじゃない。
Ayaka, do you honestly think I'd cheat on you?
当然しないわね。ま、私より優れた彼女なんてどこにもいないんだから、他の女のところに行くようなことなんてありえないし。
There she is. I like you most when you're brimming with confidence. That's a beautiful and perfect Ayaka I know after all.
はじめ、ごめんなさい。ちょっと弱気になってた。でも大丈夫。もう嫉妬しない。
Well, I could tolerate a little jealousy. How about this, though? Next time you start feeling anxious or insecure, why not just try hugging me to yourself to show everyone what an amazing girlfriend you are?
じゃあ次からはそうするね。
二宮先輩、お姉ちゃんが迷惑かけてほんとすみません。
Don't worry about it, it's all part of what makes us so special.
はじめ。さて、結城先輩がいつもの調子を取り戻したところで、早く食べてしまいましょう。せっかくの料理が冷めてしまいますわ。
そうだね。いただきまーす。
Yep. Thanks to Kosuke's quick thinking, we soon fall back into a regular mealtime rhythm. The relief I feel upon seeing Ayaka back to her bright, cheerful self allows me to enjoy my lunch with everyone else in peace.
IxSHEテル。
I don't know why I punched myself there. Very confused by that. Anyways, I hope guys enjoyed this one and see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I don't know why I moved my jaw that weirdly doing that outro. But oh well. Bye-bye.